Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sandy and welcome back to Spooktober Day 20. Today we will discuss about afterlife, like I said in the previous video. In fact, I recorded this video right after the previous one. So there you go. I guess we can just go into it because I don't think I have anything to say at, there is nothing to say basically. Like literally I recorded this after the previous one, so everything has been mentioned in the previous episode. um okay, so afterlife, the afterlife, also referred to as life after death or the world to come, is a purported existence in which the essential part of an individual's identity or their stream of consciousness continues to live after the death of their physical body. According to various ideas about the afterlife, the essential aspect of the individual that lives on after death may be some partial element or the entire soul or spirit of an individual, which carries with it and may confer personal identity or, on the contrary, nirvana. Belief in afterlife is in contrast to the belief in oblivion after death. Okay, so actually, let's start, I guess. Yeah, like I said in the previous episode, I kind of want to see this in the perspective of various religions, various like cultures, I guess, like tribal cultures. Maybe from the perspective of an atheist as well. What if you don't have religion, right? What you think about the afterlife? So that would be interesting, right? I'm pretty sure not everything is gonna be mentioned over here or explained at least, or maybe I skip some parts. Then for that I apologize. However, I also encourage you guys who actually watch this video to check if your belief is not here. So let me know down in the comments down below, right? Like what do you think will be afterlife, right? If yours is not mentioned over here, right? The last time it got edited, I think, yeah, it just 2 days ago, right? By Citation Pod. I don't think they, the name is Citation Pod, right? I don't think they actually like, in, give input on this, I guess. I don't think so, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so where do we start? Different metaphysical models. Okay, theists generally believe some afterlife awaits people when they die. Members of some generally non-theistic religions tend to believe in afterlife, but without reference to a deity. The Sadducees were an ancient Jewish sect that generally believed that there was a god, but no existence after death. Okay, so there is no existence after death. Then if you die, you die. Then what do you feel though? Do you not feel anything? Do you not feel pain? Like what will you feel then, right? If if you die, then you just don't exist, right? What does not existing feel like, right? So like that's the question, right? Can they answer this? Like what's their perspective on this, right? But yeah, that's like my question, right? If you know the answer, let me know down in the comments, right? Many religions, whether they believe in the soul's existence in another world like Christianity, Islam, and many pagan belief systems, or reincarnation like many forms of Hinduism and Buddhism, believe that one's status in the afterlife is a consequence of one's conduct during life. Okay, so basically, what this says is that many of these believe that, um, you know, if you do something in this life, it will give you consequences in the afterlife, right? Basically, the afterlife is the effect of everything that you have done while you live, right? When you live, basically, it's like I would say like justice then, like like if you do good then you will be rewarded, if you do bad then you'll be punished, right? Like like a consequence basically, right? That's like the effect of the cause. which is everything that you've done. So yeah, I guess that's the intro. And then first we have reincarnation. Okay, this one's interesting. Reincarnation is the philosophical or religious concept that an aspect of a living being starts a new life in a different physical body or form after its death. This concept is also known as rebirth or transmigration and is part of the samsara or karma doctrine of cyclic existence. Samsara refers to the process in which souls or jivas go through a sequence of human and animal forms. Okay, so it's not only human, but it can also take animal forms, right? Okay. Traditional Hinduism and Buddhism teaches that each life helps the soul learn until the soul become purified to the point of enlightenment, unity with the cosmos. It is a central tenet of all major Indian religions, namely Buddhism, Hinduism, uh, Jainism, and Sikhism. The idea of reincarnation is found in many ancient cultures, and a belief in rebirth or metempsychosis was held by historic Greek figures such as Pythagoras and Plato. It is also a common belief of various ancient and modern religions such as Spiritism, Theosophy, and Ekankar. It is found as well in many tribal societies around the world in places such as Australia, East Asia, Siberia, and South America. Although the majority of denominations within the Abrahamic religion of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam do not believe that individuals reincarnate, particular groups within these religions do refer to reincarnation. These groups include the mainstream historical and contemporary followers of Kabbalah, Cathars, Alawites, the Druze, and the Rosicrucians. The historical relations between these sects and the beliefs about reincarnations that were characteristic of Neoplatonism, Orphism, Hermeticism, Manichaeism, Manichaeism, and no Gnosticism of the Roman era as well as the Indian religions have been the subject of recent scholarly research. United Church and its founder Charles Fillmore teach reincarnation. Um, yeah. So basically here reincarnation like the main I guess the main like the I think it's mentioned over here, right? Like yeah, the Judaism, Christianity, and Islam generally don't believe that people reincarnate, right? Although some people in those religions do refer to reincarnation as well. I guess it's fine. Like, like basically the whole thing is based on what you believe, right? Um, However, the question that I'm going to ask is, um, if human and like basically if human reincarnate like some way into the animal form as well, like I guess, right? um but if you say that human reincarnate into human only, then my question will be, why is it that today's people there are a lot of them, right, compared to people back then, like let's say in the year 1000, right, year literally year 1000, like the population is not as massive as now, right? So um if human only reincarnate only to human, then it will be weird, right? Because let's say there is 100 people in year 1000, right? And then in year 2000 there are like 2000 people, for instance. So where did the 1900 people go, right? At year 1000, like obviously, if reincarnate exists, then it also existed back then, right? Therefore, back then there was supposed to be also 2000 people, right? Which doesn't make any sense because back then there's only literally 100 people. In my example, right? I guess now I kind of know the answer because here they say that it is not only human form but there's also animal form, right? So I guess that kind of answers the question, I guess. I guess back then people are in human, like in animal form, I guess, like most of them. And maybe nowadays when the population exploded, then those people that were in animal form back then is now actually in human form, right? I don't know if that's the case. Again, I'm not entirely sure, right? But by this logic of reincarnation, then it is like that, right? It means that back then people are in the animal form, right? Maybe like just like any other animals that lives, they really have like generally they have like short lifespan, right? Maybe like some of them keep reincarnating as animals, right? Maybe it turns from cat into dog or something like that, right? Um, and just until recently, when the population exploded, I guess they got released into human form. I'm not entirely sure, right? So, like, I don't mean to offend anyone, I'm just asking questions, right? And I guess I kind of know the answers already. So, yeah, there's that. Again, always let me know down in the comments, right? Because this thing is a little bit sensitive. Here in this channel, like I said, we just want to know stuff, right? And then we share it to people, right? So that basically we open our mind, right? Like learn about what people believe, what we believe, and then we share each other about our belief, right? So yeah, I guess there's that. And then heaven and hell. So this one is the most common one, I think. If you do good, then you go to heaven. If you do bad, then you go to hell, right? I guess it's pretty much self-explanatory. Heaven is described as higher place, holiest place, paradise, and then hell is the underworld of low places. Like conditionally accessible by earthly beings according to various standards of divinity, goodness, piety, faith, or other virtues, or right beliefs, or simply the will of God. Some believe in the possibility of a heaven on earth in a world to come. Okay, so yeah, I guess that also something, right? People believe that living on earth is actually heaven for world that about to come, right? Um, Okay, so in Hinduism, heaven is considered as Varga Loka. Seven positive regions the soul can go after death, and seven negative regions. Okay, so it is actually the same as in Islam as well, right? I think in Islam there are like seven layers of heaven, and then seven layers of hell. Basically, I guess it's kind of the same with the Hinduism. In terms of layers, right? Layers of regions, basically. And then okay, this cycle can be broken after a soul achieves moksha or nirvana. I guess that's like the ultimate peace, I guess. Then um they can be out of this place potentially. I'm not entirely sure, right? Hell manages for tradition a place of torment and punishment. Yeah, like I said, if you do bad, then you go to hell, right? That's like the most generic thing, right? That people believe. Um, I guess yeah, like I guess that's it, right? Other afterlife destinations include purgatory and limbo. Purgatory is basically, I think, like a mass killing. I'm not sure entirely. Like you're being purged, right? And then the limbo basically a void, right? Like a world where nothing with nothingness, right? There can be something, but in as a whole, it's still nothing, right? Like limbo, basically. Okay, there's that, and then ancient religions. Uh, Ancient Egyptian religion, the afterlife played an important role in ancient Egyptian religion. Okay. Um, so this is Egypt, right? Which is the field of reeds, I think, if I remember correctly. Um, okay, there's the Book of the Dead as well. Demon Amit. Yeah, this one I know some of these from the series. What is it called? Moon Knight, which tells about Egyptian belief, right? Um, and yeah, like the sarcophagus and the coffin as well. Like the preserve, I guess, mummification over here. And Okay, yeah, this one. To enjoy the afterlife, all these elements had to be sustained and protected from harm. Okay, body, kaba, and ak. Okay. Um, yeah, I guess there's that. I believe it's okay. Uh, yeah, I don't fully understand any of that, so let me know, right? But I think what happened in Egyptian belief is that you go to field of reeds. I think if you do good, um, if you're not, then you go to the sand, right? The desert, basically, right? And you spend your eternity over there, right? But that's just from Moon Knight. I don't know if this is true in the Egyptian culture. So let me know, right? Especially if you're from Egypt. Let me know anything about this. And then ancient Greek and Roman religions. I think this one is it the one that is like Valhalla? I think maybe not. Um, okay. The soul will be sent to Elysium, Tartarus, or Asphodel fields. Elysian fields were for the ones that live pure lives, okay, for the good people. Green fields, valley, mountains, everyone there was peaceful and contented, and the sun always shone there. Tartarus was for the people that blaspheme against the gods or were simply rebellious and consciously evil. Tartarus is, I think, like some kind of labyrinth, right? Like, if I remember correctly, they will get lost there, I think. Tartarus labyrinths. I think it's also considered like the home of the Minotaur. I don't know, right? The Tartarus basically. I don't know if that's the case or not, but um, there is a game that used that, right? Again, I don't know if that's actually what actually is, or it is just like they made up that, right? Just connecting the dots, basically, right? Just reaching out for that, right? I don't actually know. Okay, so it's still there. I don't see any Valhalla. It's still Elysium and Tartarus, so I guess there's that. Norse religion. Oh, this one, the Norse religion, of course. Yeah, it's the Valhalla, right? That I said. Um, it's for, if you know Thor, right? If you know, again, if you see MCU movies, I guess, like they go to Valhalla, right? Like the Asgardian, basically, and then Hell for like the hell, basically, and then there's also apparently there's other place as well. Okay, Abrahamic religions, Judaism. Okay, okay, there's Sheol, place of darkness to which all the dead go, both the righteous and unrighteous. Okay, so this one, it doesn't see like if people do good or bad, right? Everyone just go into this place, basically, a place of darkness. Okay, that's interesting. Not interesting. I mean, it is a thing, right? World to come. Okay, so this one actually I think got mentioned. Like there is another world. I think like world to come. Um, Okay, okay, Gehenna not as a place of punishment for the wicked, but as a place for spiritual purification for souls. Okay, so I think what this is when people do bad, they are not really punished. Instead, they will get cleansed, right? I guess this is the place for that, so that their souls become purified again, right? Okay, reincarnation in Jewish tradition. Okay. Let's actually skim through this. I don't want this episode to get that long, honestly. So yeah. Um. Okay, reincarnation. I don't know any of this. There's too many like too many words or phrase that I don't understand. So I guess you guys can explain that to me in, I don't know, like in short, right? Like in an easier term, right? And then Christianity, I think Christianity also has like heaven and hell. Um, Actually, I don't know. That's why, like, I don't know. Literally, I don't know. Okay, I see the word paradise up there, but I don't see anything else over here. Purgatorial flames. Yeah, it's basically hell, right? I guess. So yeah, like yeah, okay, the authority of hell. Okay, the Catholic Church. I think this one's also the same. After the body dies, the soul is judged. Righteous and free of sin enter heaven. Okay, mortal sin go to hell. Okay, yeah, it's the same. Limbo, I mean the same conceptually, right? Of course, it's not the same as how it how the procedure is, right? And then limbo, what is this? What is this? Um, Intermediate place or state of confinement in oblivion and neglect. Okay. I guess it's just I guess it's kind of same as the one above about the darkness place. I guess it's basically limbo. I don't know. Purgatory as well. Um, okay, eternal salvation, but after that they undergo purification. Okay. Holiness. Go to enter the enjoy of heaven. Okay. So it's still the same, right? Orthodox Christianity. I think the location of one's final destiny, heaven or hell, as being figurative. Okay, so I think what happened here is that it is not literally heaven and hell. It's just place that they like and they dislike, right? But like figuratively. But I don't know if that's the case. Again, there's so many things over here, right? Um, and yeah, it's almost 6 p.m. already. I need to do stuff. And then in Islam, I think, yeah, like I said, there's like 7 layers of heaven and 7 layers of hell as well. Um, but people that are in hell, I think what happened is in Islam is that they are actually got purification as well. Like they got purified. Like eventually, people in hell will eventually climb up the hell and go to heaven, basically. And I think that's what happened. So although like the time in each layer is like very different, right? If you are a very bad person and you go to the deepest part of the hell, then it can be assumed that you will spend eternity trying to get out, right? Even though you will eventually get out, but um it will be a long long journey, right? But yeah, I guess that's at least what I believe about that anyway. Like the people teach me, right? Or my teachers teach me, basically. Like everyone will eventually go to heaven, but the time of the journey going there is different for each person. Like if you are purely doing good things, then you will go straight, right? With no time, you will go straight to heaven. But if you do bad things, then it kind of is like it depends on how bad you are, right? If you are really bad, then you go to the deepest layer of the hell, and then you'll try to go to the next level of I mean to the next layer of the upper hell, and then you go up, 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 and then if you are at the first layer, then you'll just go out of that, right? And then you go to heaven, basically. Um, so yeah, I guess that'll be it for today's discussion about this. There are so many of them. I don't think I have the time. So yeah, let me know down in the comments about what you believe or what your belief is right now, right? About the afterlife. Like what do you think about it? I will gladly read everything. And maybe like give them like, right? But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very very soon, and see ya.